Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial. Today we will be going over bot number 57. Again, this will be about the central cannon with third pawn advancement versus the screen house defense opening system. So without further ado, let us begin. Central cannon, screen house defense, and red opts for the third pawn advancement variation. Black counters likewise, and since p3 plus 1 has been played, red decided to play the edge horse so that the cannon could attack the horse if need be. Now in this board, black would play e3 plus 5. This is one of the older ways of playing this opening system and is recently being reused in tournaments over the past few decades. And in this board, red will attack with a pawn rank cannon in view of e3 plus 5. Now this would be a more targeted approach. By saying that it is more targeted, it is because if red continued to play c8 equals to 7 to attack the horse, black would move the horse out of harm's way, and because the elephant had moved, the cannon would have one less target of attack, and the efficiency or the threatening power of this move would be greatly lessened. Let's say black continued. As can be seen, black would now be poised to counter-attack immediately, and black would take advantage of the situation very nicely. So that is why c8 plus 4 would bypass the situation and allow red to attack better. And at this point in time, with c8 plus 4, red would have either threat of blocking the horse or attacking the pawn, and it would be imperative for black to trade pawns in this manner. Now this counter is relatively new. It only started appearing in the 1980s. Now in the past, before this move was played, a4 plus 5 was usually played as black continued his idea of trying to develop the chariot, r1 equals to 4. But if he did that, red will capture the pawn and apply a lot of pressure on this flank immediately. Let's say black tried to attack the horse. Red would not have anything to fear because he would this horse would now be protected by the cannon, and black could start his attack with this move. Black's left flank will be under a lot of pressure. Now black black cannot capture the pawn, otherwise red will immediately gain material, because if he captured, this would be a smothered cannon checkmate. So that is why black cannot capture the pawn in this manner. Now if he captured the horse, red would protect and still attack the horse, and the elephant cannot capture the pawn, and black will be under a lot of pressure. So that is why a4 plus 5 is not a good idea. And after trading pawns, the threat of c8 equals to 3 would be nullified, and this would be the position of discussion for this for this board. There are three main variations which were discussed in the book. The first will be c8 equals to 7, the second will be c8 equals to 1, and the third will be h3 plus 4 as red starts to counter attack. But before we continue, r9 plus 1 would not be a good idea, because black would now develop his chariot and trade away this chariot which has used up 1-2 moves. So after trading, the situation will be relatively stable. Black would have a very playable game. There are no major weaknesses for both colors, and black can be happy with this situation. So now let's go to variation A, whereby red will play c8 equals to 7 to hinder or slow down the development of this horse. Now this is a commonly used tactical combination in conjunction with the pawn rank cannon. red tries to add pressure and gain an advantage in terms of space. Black will play r1 equals to 2, r9 equals to 8, all normal development of the pieces, and black will seize the opportunity to form a blockade. Now this is a more powerful move compared to playing c2 plus 5 to attack the horse immediately, because if black attacked the horse, red would simply move his horse to attack, and let's say black tried to form a blockade. Red, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces trying to block the 2 chariots, but red's horse and cannon will now be ready for attack. h3 plus 5, and black will start to attack immediately. So black is under a lot of black will be under a lot of pressure. So c2 plus 4 will be a much more powerful attack. Let's say this is another commonly used combination to try to capture material. Red would not have to fear c2 equals to 5, because after playing c2 equals to 5, red would simply be prepared to attack. Now the line of thinking was to trade the chariot for 2 of black's major pieces. So after capturing, this will be a discovered check, and red gains back lost material. At this point in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus black's 1, 2, 3, 4, but black has 2 chariots. But with this move, after capturing the horse, the black chariot will now be under attack, forcing it to move, and black can start his counter attack very fast. Now this is a very powerful move, restricting the space of movement and also preparing to play r2 equals to 4 for a threat to checkmate. Black counters very powerfully, moves the horse to safety, threatens to checkmate, and at this point in time both colors will be at it, and both colors will have their scruples. So this will lead us to the end of variation 1. So now let us go to variation 2. c8 plus 1 equals to 1, whereby red will now capture the edge pawn and prepare to play c1 equals to 3 to hinder the development of this horse, as can be seen. So black could immediately attack the horse, h3 plus 4, form a blockade. Now black could take use of the opportunity after losing his pawn to launch a discovered attack. By forming a blockade, the horse will also threaten the cannon. Black will try to curb red's aggression in this manner. c1 equals to 3, h7 plus 5, r9 plus 1, r1 plus 1. Now, black developed this chariot as a ranked chariot for defensive and also attacking purposes. So at this point in time, because of r1 plus 1, he could always play r1 equals to 6 to threaten the red horse at any point in time. Now this is a proactive move to fight for the initiative. Now in the past, c8 plus 5, r8 plus 5 or a4 plus 5 was played, and the effects were not as good as this move. r9 equals to 8, r1 equals to 6, h4 plus 5. Now red goes for the central pawn. Now this will be to mark the start of a huge trade of material. Now red will not have to worry about losing material. Of losing material, because after trading, black could now capture the cannon and 1, 2, 3, 4 versus black's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. The red chariot will now be threatening the black cannon, forcing it to move forward to compress the space. h3 plus 9. Red will now try to mount an attack on this flank. And at this point in time, the situation would be that red would have more pawns, but black's men are very well positioned. So if red deliver a check, he will lower the elephant for defense, and black could start counter-attacking. Now this would be a two-way situation, and black can be satisfied with this outcome. So this would be the c8 equals to 1 variation. Now for the last variation, h3 plus 4. Red will take the initiative to attack with h3 plus 4. Now this is an unconventional move because you would leave this chariot unprotected since the horse had now moved to the riverbank. p1 plus 1. Block. r1 plus 3 to attack the cannon. And r9 equals to 8. Red chooses to trade material. Now if he played c7 plus 1, I could play c8 plus 1 to prevent the red cannon from attacking the chariot. r9 equals to 8, 2 plus 4, and red will now move the cannon to safety. Black adjusts his formation, i8 plus 4. Now there will be many possibilities. The situation is very complicated. The red horse cannot move, otherwise there will be black could counter-attack with h7 plus 8. So this would be a very complicated situation, and that is why c7 plus 1 will make it very hard for both colors to control. So with r9 equals to 8, this is a steadfast method of play. After trading material, black would opt for a trade of material. Otherwise, the horse would attack. Now, by trading horses, the cannon would now be attacking the red chariot, forcing it to retreat. And this is the only rank available at this point in time for red to be able to move freely to the other side of the board. c9 equals to 5. After trading away one chariot, red will still have the advantage, slight initiative by default. And black could now choose to counter-attack and attack the central file because the horse had moved and there was nothing to protect the central pawn. Now this is a very good move for black. c8 equals to 2, h8 plus 7, e3 plus 5. And both colors will be pinning each other and attacking. Now they would have their own strengths and weaknesses. So this will lead us to the end of the board. Now in this board, as mentioned earlier, the key move was e3 plus 5 for protection, and black attacked with c8 plus 4. And in the three variations enumerated, these three variations, if red played correctly, black would be able to still put up a fight. Now the key point, so as can be seen in this move, it will be very important. In this board, it will be very important for both colors to play as proactively as possible to gain a advantage going to the mid game. So I hope you've liked this board. If you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Thank you.